Speaking Task 1. You will be asked a question about a familiar topic. You will then have 15 seconds to prepare your response, and 45 seconds to speak.
Do you agree or disagree that it is important for young people to learn some domestic skills like cooking, sewing, and taking care of children?
Prepare your response after the beep. Start speaking after the beep.
I absolutely agree that it's important for young people to learn domestic skills like cooking, sewing, and childcare. In my view, these skills are critical for life and can greatly benefit people in different situations regardless of age and gender. For instance, knowing how to cook can save money and provide healthier food options. Additionally, basic sewing skills can come in handy for fixing minor clothing issues instead of buying new ones, which is both eco-friendly and economical. Lastly, knowledge about childcare is crucial, especially as one grows older and starts a family. These skills not only promote independence, but they also prepare the youth for the practical side of life.
Speaking Task 2. You will read a short paragraph and then listen to a conversation between two people. You will have 50 seconds to read the paragraph. After, you will get a question about what you read and heard. You will have 30 seconds to prepare your response and then 60 seconds to give it. You have 50 seconds to read. Start reading after the beep. Now listen to the conversation between two people.
Can you believe that they're asking us to pay 50% more for the gym?
They are kind of right. I mean, the price was already pretty low. I don't mind that increase.
To be honest, for me, it's the principle of the matter. I don't think that there was a need for them to increase the price this much. Yes, the price was low, but it should continue being that low.
Why do you think it shouldn't change? I think that the reasons they gave were legitimate.
You might say that we should pay a little bit more for the new facilities, but besides the addition of the new showers, which, to be honest, I don't think we need, the other things, such as treadmills and new rooms, aren't expensive.
Come on, it would be expensive to build a new room for weightlifting.
That's the thing. They will actually build nothing. They will simply partition the space that they already have. They will put up some walls.
Okay, but they still need to pay for the operating costs.
What operating costs? I mean, they do have operating costs, but the price of the water and the electricity hasn't increased. So I don't know what operating costs are higher. They own the land on which the gym is located, so the lease is not going up for them.
Well, I don't mind. I will keep on going.
What does the male student think about the increase of the price for the university's gym?
Prepare your response after the beep. Start speaking after the beep.
The male student thinks that there was no need for the university to increase the price of the gym by 50%. He believes that the price was already low and should continue to be low. He argues that besides the addition of new showers, which he thinks are unnecessary, the other facilities such as treadmills and new rooms are inexpensive. He mentions that the university will not actually build anything new, but instead, partition the existing space. The male student also questions the reason for the increase in operating costs, as he believes that the price of water and electricity has not gone up and the university owns the land where the gym is located. Despite his disagreement with the increase, he acknowledges that some people may not mind and continue to use the gym.
Speaking Task 3. You will read a short paragraph about an academic topic, then listen to a lecture about it. You will have 50 seconds to read the paragraph. After, you will get a question about what you read and heard. You will have 30 seconds to prepare your response and then 60 seconds to give it. You have 50 seconds to read. Start reading after the beep. Now listen to the lecture.
In this lecture, we will be discussing two types of organizational structures. One of them is called the functional organization, and the other one is the flat organization. The functional organization is a classical organizational structure where the employees are grouped hierarchically, managed through clear lines of authority, and report ultimately to the one person who is on top. This is basically what we think about when we talk about companies where we have a CEO on top with the top management underneath him or her, who then pass down the orders onto the middle management and then on to low management. This style is more suited for middle-sized and big companies. It helps them organize better the different departments they might have. The flat organization is the complete opposite to this. In a flat organization, we have the leaders interacting with ordinary workers who are on the front lines, who work with customers and suppliers. Here, we don't have the middle management. The top directly communicates with the bottom. This is really good for making quick and effective decisions. This organizational style, unlike the previous ones, is much more suited for small business.
Describe the two different types of organizational structures that the professor talks about. Include points and examples from the lecture.
Prepare your response after the beep. Start speaking after the beep.
The professor talks about two different types of organizational structures, functional organization and flat organization. In a functional organization, employees are grouped hierarchically and report to one person on top, such as a CEO. The top management then passes down orders to the middle management and then to low-level management. This structure is commonly seen in middle-sized and big companies. On the other hand, a flat organization is the complete opposite. In a flat organization, leaders directly interact with frontline workers who have direct contact with customers and suppliers. There is no middle management in this structure. This type of organizational structure is more suitable for small businesses as it allows for quick and effective decision-making.
You will listen to a lecture about an academic topic. After, you will get a question about what you heard. You will have 20 seconds to prepare your response and then 60 seconds to give it. Now listen to the lecture.
The immune system is what our body uses to defend itself. It protects you against foreign microorganisms as well as cells of your own body that go rogue and can become cancerous. There are two types of defenses that your body has. One of them are the non-specific defenses that protect you against a wide range of potential attacks. And we have the specific defenses, which are cells who work against a very particular cell or disease. We would use your skin as the best example of a non-specific defense barrier. Basically, your skin is there to prevent any unwanted intruder from getting into your body. Your skin has many mechanisms that does this. Inflammation is one such mechanism. It floods the point of intrusion with fluids and chemicals to prevent further problems. Another barrier that prevents unwanted visitors can be found in the stomach. The digestive juices can melt away bacteria and viruses that got in there and prevent them from getting deeper into the body. But let's say these walls were not good enough to prevent the intruders from getting in. Then your body will rely on its specific defenses. Here, your T cells and B cells come into play. They are in your blood. B cells create antibodies that attach to a virus that has gotten inside. When the antibodies attach to the virus, this makes it harmless since it prevents it from attacking the cells of your body. T cells can be helper T cells and killer T cells. Helper T cells are alarms that activate the B cells into producing the antibodies, while the killer T cells kill your cells that are infected by the virus. The reason why we say that T and B cells are part of the specific defenses is because they are connected to a specific virus.
Describe the non-specific defenses and specific defenses that the professor talks about.
Prepare your response after the beep. Start speaking after the beep.
The professor discusses two types of defenses in the immune system. The first type is the nonspecific defenses, which protect the body against a wide range of potential attacks. The best example of a nonspecific defense is our skin, which acts as a barrier to prevent unwanted intruders from entering the body. Inflammation is one mechanism that our skin uses to flood the point of intrusion with fluids and chemicals to prevent further problems. Another barrier can be found in the stomach, where the digestive juices can melt away bacteria and viruses. The second type of defense is the specific defenses, which are cells that target a specific cell or disease. These include T cells and B cells, which are in the blood. B cells produce antibodies that attach to viruses, making them harmless. Helper T cells activate the B cells, while killer T cells kill infected cells. Both T and B cells are specific defenses because they are connected to a particular virus.